And my tool count still looks to be kind of iffy. I wonder if it's going up or not. Can't remember how far it went down, actually. Although I am damn near out of stone. So that's a situation I need to rectify right quick. Although going around trying to collect every single little loose stone is probably not going to do much. That's a good question. Do I expand the housing all the way down here and then try to farm, like, across this area? Or how do I do that? Okay, looking back over at my tools again, I'm definitely going to say that my tool count is still falling. Can I establish a trend from the graphs? Yeah, I can tell that there's a steady decline there. 50 years. 25. Looks like I've had a little bit of an uptake, but I think it's going back down again. Well, maybe I will jump to... Holy crap, that is a lot of iron. I think we're going to clear this area and then get proper housing and stuff through here, and proper industry and stuff through here. I think that should be my one of my next big goals. Because I managed to hit 2,000 without even hitting those areas, even though I kind of had intended to. Now, because of the slowed down speed of the game, it feels like I'm not getting anywhere near them as much stone as I used to be. I wonder if I should clear these houses, because I'm wasting some space here. You kind of see that. Another thing that might be nice, I'm going to establish a stockpile over here, as well as right here, I suppose. I feel like there's less that I can do with that, but I could do some stuff with this. So I think I will clear those. I do have plenty of houses still being built, so I'm not too worried about hindering my population expansion to any extreme or really harmful extent even. Yeah, those guys all have good access to wool. I guess I should also look at my leather stores. Oh wow! Holy shit! I have a whole crap ton of leather that's not even being used. Yeah, so if my coat numbers are going down, the real solution here is that I need more men, or need more tailors, not more men. Yeah, 1 year graph of that. 5 years shows a downtrend. 25 years shows a little bit of stabling out. 50 years. Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna get all sorts of achievements soon. First time hitting 100 years. First time getting a bridge of a length of 50. Holy shit, man. I'm gonna pop quite a few cherries here at the same time, I'm sure. Oh, I can get a new cleric. Awesome. I believe I'm over 2.2 at this point. Yes, just slightly. And I do have more families than homes, but I don't see that as too much of an issue. Holy shit, I got all that iron moved back, did I? Ooh, I want that stone. That stone looks tempting. Ah, more people that don't even have special orders. Come on, I need to get with this. Seriously, man. I guess I should kind of leave this area as farmland. So long as it's productive enough. 700 about. 550, it's okay. 700. That's, yeah, that's good. 140? Come on. About 600. What? 868? I don't think a crop field can grow 868. How the hell did that happen? I haven't done manual harvesting in so long. Just realized that. It's nice for when you're running a city and you're next to death. If it's knocking on your door, by all means, using the manual harvest can save your ass. That's worthy of harvest at this point. Oh my. 776 though. Huh. Wait, did they already harvest it for some reason? What the hell? Maybe it's glitched out. Maybe everything is glitched out. Maybe I'm glitched out. Alright, so I think I can fit. I mean, that one right there is not going to hurt the efficiency of this production circle. But eventually I am going to have to cut in more housing and stuff so that I can have a true farmland. I do wish there was a way to expand the storage capacity of some of these docks. Like, I almost wish what would be nice to see in a modding pack, modding community, is the ability to maybe upgrade buildings, make them better, faster, stronger, of any sort. And yes, I know I might be asking the impossible, but I don't know, I'd like to see more than just the stock of buildings we currently have. Not that it's too disappointing, just that I feel there could be more to this game. Rather than building a whole bunch of the same building, you know, maybe you could build an apartment complex instead of just a bunch of stone houses everywhere. I am very interested, however, to see what the modding community will bring. And to that extent, I'll pose a question for anybody listening and tuning in right now. Would people prefer to see me apply the mods to a large, already established city? Or would people prefer to see the mods as they affect the game at its very base? Like, should I start a new town and work my way up with mods? Or should I apply it and see how it can affect me from an already established position? I suppose I could do a side-by-side comparison of both. You know, some mods I imagine will make starting the game easier, such as, you know, deposits of iron ore and logs and stuff being higher at their base, or reduced materials for building, things like that, or maybe technologies that could be researched. Oh, there we go. Golden Gate Bridge. It is completed. As I said, I did not get that achievement before, so here we go, first time. I'm sure there's plenty of other first time things that I can get while I'm going on about all this. It seems I managed to buff my stone store back up. Nothing too extreme, but it's something. I should check out what my food production looks like. Yeah, I use 250,000 a year, and I produce about 41,000. That's what it's telling me. And that's 41,000 produced last year. Oh, if that's the case, then I don't have... I guess my production numbers will double, but that won't bring me too much farther out. I do wish it could tell you the amount of food you imported as well. That would be some interesting mod work to see, actually. Something more on the informational side, as opposed to directly altering, you know, basic things in the game, like the buildings or the resources, things like that. Rather, a mod that allows me to see how much of a given resource I have imported in a given year. Oh wow, what's the cost on that? 55 stone for a blacksmith. Oof. That is high for a starting cost building and something that you need to have. I didn't even realize how high that was. Most of these buildings I just threw down with reckless abandon because I always managed to get myself ample supplies of anything I need. I didn't realize just how costly some of these things were. It seems like my log and firewood count is going up amazingly quick. What about my food production? Oh wow. My numbers for food production aren't quite as high as I had hoped. This seems like a worse for wear year. Oh yeah, a number of my fields are utter failures. Why is that? These storage barns aren't particularly full. Is it just that there's too much of a distance? No, these people all live very close by, and they all have a market very close by as well. So that's very surprising that they would fail so immensely. I just suppose at this point I could... Oh wow, look at my tools. I've gone back up to 2,000. Glorious. It would seem that my small dip in tool production has corrected itself. Oh, that was simple enough. And my education numbers are actually getting quite nice at this point. 87%. That's quite likable. But I do believe my coats... used 1 year 732, produced 1 year 559, and you can see that my current used this year is lower than my current produced. Not by a huge margin, so I have some time to react, but I am going to need to get things established before I run out too low, because once you start running low on certain goods and resources, people have to trek all the way across the map in order to get them. That surprises the hell out of me that wooden bridge is seeing as much traffic as it is. I laid that down as a joke, and it's actually effective. What in the high holy hell? I'll be damned. I mean, I'm happy to see that something I kind of was just joking around with is actually effective. Makes me feel a little less shitty for laying it down in the first place. I somewhat wish that you could build roads regardless of the terrain profile. I feel like that would be a good representation of how things work. Especially for things like dirt roads. I mean, obviously modern roads, we have not necessarily some standards to live up to, but we have a lot more that goes into them and a lot more setup for them. Looks like I really have turned my tool count around. I do want to, however, check on my herb count, which I also think is very important. Although I'm not sure if... there we are, herbs. Oh wow, that is a very steep decline. Can I get a production and use rate on those herbs? Last year used 294, produced 140. So yes, I am using them at a rate twice of what I'm producing them at. That's not great. Well, can I make another ridiculous bridge? No. Unfortunate. Wish I could kind of cross bridges. That'd be an interesting feature. And then people could walk across them and potentially even change directions on them. It would make for some more efficient movement. So, those tailor numbers, as they were produced with 8 tailors. many do I think I should have? I suppose maybe up to 12? I think if I went up to 12 tailors, that might fix that situation. Although I am way overproducing tools, as it were.